Lately, I've been thinking a lot about what it means to choose to create. Even though I've been doing these species studies, drawing different plants and animals, observing their forms, textures, and colors, there are still many moments when I lose motivation. It comes in waves. Some days I'm focused and inspired, and other days I can barely bring myself to start drawing. The truth is, even when you love drawing, continuing to create isn't always easy. One of the things that has been especially difficult lately is the feeling of being overwhelmed by the rise of generated images. It seems like every day there is more content, more tools, and more people relying on those to produce visual work. Sometimes it makes me wonder what's the point of doing all this? Why spend hours studying and sketching when machines can generate thousands of images in seconds? For example, this digital painting I'm working on here, AI can make it much better, and it will get even better. Last couple of years were somewhat lost in these thoughts, and I know many people also deal with this. I know we're in this together, but we're also getting lonelier. But at the same time, I have to remind myself this process of creating is mine. Just writing a prompt can't replace the personal experience of sitting with a subject, slowly discovering its details and learning through observation. When I draw, I'm not just making a picture, I'm deepening my understanding, building a visual vocabulary, and practicing the kind of patience that only comes with handmade work. That's why I started making botanical and zoological studies. I just hope they're helping me reconnect with what I love about drawing. Its quite meditative nature and its ability to reveal beauty through focus and care. Still, choosing to create is an act of commitment. It means saying yes, even when it feels easier to scroll, compare, or give up. It means allowing myself to feel discouraged, but not letting that discouragement stop me. I want to try harder, not in a way that puts pressure on myself to be perfect or productive all the time, but in a way that honors the part of me that still wants to create genuinely, imperfectly, and consistently. I want to keep drawing, even on the days when it feels pointless. I want to keep observing, learning, and experimenting. I want to trust that the act of making in itself has value. I no longer can say that this has actual value, but I just want to believe that. This process isn't just about results for me, it's about attention and intention. I still care about the projects I want to complete, but I have to accept there will be no rewards, and this feels a bit hopeless. But I don't really know what to do, and I decided choosing to slow down and notice, choosing to explore the world visually, and choosing to build something instead of standing still. Even when the creative path feels uncertain, I want to stay on it. I might struggle, I might pause, but I want to believe that I won't quit. Everyone has their way of procrastinating. For me, it's video games. There are days when I sit down intending to draw or work on my world building ideas, but somehow I end up playing Civilization, spending hours conquering virtual empires instead. The game pulls me in so easily, the maps, the strategies, the illusion of control. I tell myself it's just a break, or that it might even be inspiring, but deep down, I know it's not really feeding my creativity, it's just delaying it. Playing the game feels like a shortcut to the satisfaction I want from creating. I get to manage a whole world, make decisions, build something, except it's not truly mine. It's pre-built, guided by mechanics, and doesn't require the vulnerability or effort that comes with making something original. In those moments, it feels like I'm in control, like I'm achieving something, but the next day that illusion fades. I look at the time I lost and feel disconnected from the things I actually care about. It's like I handed over my own creative agency to something that only mimics it. That feeling of having given away time and energy without getting anything lasting in return is crushing. It makes me feel like I lost control, not just of my schedule, but of my sense of purpose. I know I'm not alone in this, but that doesn't make it easier. What I do know is that the only way to regain that control is to choose differently, to shut the game down, start sketching again, and reminding myself why creating matters more than consuming. Every time I do, even for just a few minutes, it helps me reclaim a little bit of that power. This time, maybe for real. I often feel desperate, like I'm caught between two extremes, never quite sure which version of myself will show up each day. There are times when I say that I've given up, but the truth is despair is easy. That's why I keep falling into it. It requires nothing from me. It's stillness guised as comfort. Creating something, even a small quick sketch like this, demands presence, effort, and vulnerability. So I didn't like the design in this sketch. And I slip into this cycle. One day I escape into a game and let the hours pass in a blur, and the next I draw feverishly, pushing myself until my hands ache, like I'm trying to make up for lost time. I keep telling myself I need balance, but I'm not even sure what that means anymore. What does balance look like in a world that constantly pulls us in so many directions? I know I'm not the only one struggling. Maybe it is not video games, but other addictions for other people. Sometimes it feels like trying to balance is just another impossible task, another thing to fail at. I don't know what the right rhythm is, or even if one exists for me. I don't even care about finding the perfect balance anymore. And I don't know if I will be trying again and again to choose the harder path, the path that leads to something real, or is there really something real? I have friends and family who had dreams before, and I see them, they already gave up. Maybe they don't know that, but I see it because one is playing League of Legends every day, like 14 hours. Another is just watching the same TV show over and over again. Maybe they're happier, and it can be the right thing to do. I'm not in a place to judge anyone here. But this is me choosing to create again. I don't know exactly where it will lead, and maybe that's okay. What matters is that I keep showing up for more studies, even when it's hard. I won't pretend. I'm certain I won't give up. I've said that many times. I'll be back with a new drawing study, and maybe that's less of a promise and more of a quiet way to push myself forward. A gentle reminder to keep trying. I don't want this to sound too heavy. I just wanted to be honest about where I am right now. Maybe one day I'll look back on this and see how far I've come. So for anyone out there who's struggling too, let's keep creating, or at least keep doing the things that bring us a little light. Even a small step counts. And with that, I'll see you in the next drawing.